Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Yes.
We're talking about today,
Chipotle.
tomorrow, and every fucking year going forward. Get your head out of your ass. Fuck you don't have a fucking clue. Hey, pal, if it's not fucking aquariums and Minecrafts and motorcycles, you don't have a fucking clue. Holy shit,
that's
bro.
true.
What did you do today? Did you fucking pick up a newspaper or what?
Did you read about Creator
newspaper?
Clash?
You don't know shit.
the
This is
newspaper?
exactly why I can't even fucking talk about this stuff.
Oh, that's a good point. I did cancel my newspaper subscription back in the early
30
90s.
years ago.
Yeah.
One of those things where like I'm completely on the outside looking in because like I find that drama disgusting. Not that specific drama, but all drama, all that internet drama where like
It is pretty gay.
One content creator, if you want to call them, that snipes at another for their like opinions, beliefs, or what they fucking said. When you're all just running the same hustle, trying to entertain people, let it fucking go. It's just when we have this big argument about Israel and the war and geopolitical topics that are way out of the scope of a Twitch stream, it's like I don't know what we're doing. What are we doing?
You're talking
How do you feel about
it's a
Oblivion is what I
fundraiser.
want to know, bro. I don't care what you think about the Houthis. Tell me what you think about the magic system in Oblivion. You're on Twitch. That's how I feel every time I see that stuff.
Yeah.
Like, why
Which
would
is for video games and financial advice, right?
yes,
And gambling
and gambling.
and pornography.
So why? Yeah, that does just seem like a retarded move on their part to allow such a divisive political issue to become like a big part of their charity event. It's like, what isn't this? This is having a guy who eats the sourest candies fight a guy who melts candy bars into bigger candy bars and like puts 50, McDoubles in a tray and makes a ghastly lasagna with it. Like, what does this have to do with Israel and Palestine? So I can see why you were kind
Literally,
of
there's a lot of conversations that revolved around all the politics there, and I was like, I'm actually not good enough of a boxer to like be distracted by this shit and also go in the ring and box a guy that I find very impressive. And I keep thinking, like, to me, like the victim in this, other than the charities, of course, LA Beast, because he's a great guy, he's a cool ass dude, and he I hope he finds someone.
Why don't you and LA Beast do your own thing? Like you've both been training for this thing for so long. Like you both, I'm sure he's raring to go. I bet you're disappointed as fuck. I bet you think of you've envisioned this fight so many times, like leading up to it, and for it never to come to fruition and happen is weird. It's
very crazy. It's months. So I felt one way, and I was like, I'm gonna hit up other boxing promotions. Like I know Aiden Ross has one and all that. And then I went to Chili's and got a triple dip. You'd be surprised how fast you stop giving a fuck about it. I already got the fucking pussy poncho on, and I'm fucking ready to do some fucking crazy shit, bro.
Yeah, push the poncho on. Anytizers on the table.
Is part of you relieved? Because like if I was prepping for a fight and then suddenly my opponent pulled out, I'd be like, oh darn, shucks to heck, no punches to the face for me, I guess. Like I'd be okay with that.
There is a point where I remembered with my previous fights where I was like, God, he can't fucking pull out now. Both of the times I felt confident going into them though. So there was a point where I was like, this shit better happen now. Like within 2 weeks of I was excited and I was like, this shit better fucking happen. Don't fuck this up now. And I was well into that realm with this one because the sun, I'm telling you, man, being in Florida and the sun and everything goes such a long way to your attitude, to being like, I'm going to do this or whatever,
This Canadian just discovered daylight.
Seriously, it always does go a long way for me. And so maybe that's why my attitude was still about it. But it was like a month of people being like, are you going to do this shit? And it just like, it got kind of, to me, it just got ugly. It's not like, it's also not run the same way that it was before. It felt a little haphazard, which makes sense that they ended up backing down. And I don't even know, he made a video explaining why, but yeah, I can't be bothered. I don't really, it's, to
the point of it being ran differently this time. Didn't they lose $200,000 last time and no money actually went to charity?
Yes.
So, I mean,
it's a terrible charity event.
Maybe a shakeup in
but I got a jet ski.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, dude. Like a 2-seater? How fast to go? You really buy a jet ski?
No, I didn't. I didn't. I wish. That'd be sick.
Snowmobile, huh?
You should get a Sea-Doo. That'd be awesome. That'd make it all worth it. So, like, were you getting like a slew of hate over like politically charged Israel-Palestine stuff, like directed at you from fans?
A little bit here and there, but like sometimes I bring it on myself. But I think people that disagreed with me either didn't say anything, or I saw a couple people that tried to say something to get me to, I don't know, engage, but nothing really. What I've really seen is like a crazy, overwhelming amount of support, like people coming from like the H3 subreddit, they really, it feels like they have a normal take on things. If I use Ethan as an example, Ethan has a super normie take on the Middle East, and it's pretty, makes a lot of sense. It's a plausible one. And then on the extremes, you have people on both sides that are like, no, fuck them, fuck all of them. Mm-hmm. And he's not at all like that. And it seems like all the voices online, when you go online, are extreme shit. Like you get that there's 80% of people that are normies and then 10% on either side that are extreme.
Well, you get mad. Like there's so much, like whoever makes the content puts it out there, and however it aggregates to the top, it's the content that'll make you mad.
You want the engagement.
Hate those people.
Right. And those engaged.
I saw one. The most recent thing I saw was those pretty well-to-do Israeli girls prank phone calling Palestinians, pretending like they are a charity. Like, hey, we're a charity. We're going to save the day for you. Oh, your home was blown up and your kid's got a gimpy leg? Don't worry. We fixed that sort of thing. And they're like, oh, thank you so much. He's like, you think I'm serious? You think we'd ever give you any? And they laugh and laugh and laugh like it's the funniest prank phone call.
Yeah, but they do prank calls to them too, though, I bet.
Oh, your credit score dropped to 700. Got him.
They'd be like, no, it didn't. I'm looking at it right now.
I'm looking at it right now. I always have it up. It's my home screen on my phone.
Yeah, so you see shit like that, and like who knows that wasn't a propaganda thing made, and those aren't even real Israelis, for all I know. You don't know anymore.
I mean, if we can pivot this conflict to a prank phone call battle, we could save a lot of lives.
Well, the Israelis did that, but they made the phones explode. They're mean about it.
Yeah, they really.
By the way,
the Israelis,
top G move. I love the exploding radios and phones. I learned a lot more about that. I think that either the phones or the radios, they sold to them with the explosives in them like many years before they set them off. They've just been waiting to push the bucket.
The walkie-talkies were apparently 10 years.
10
which is crazy because
years.
it's like, yes, it's bad that the walkie-talkies blew up and damaged some of the members of their faction, but it's also really maybe worse that they've been listening to you for 10 years.
Well, I don't think they don't have the listening capability on those walkies. Like,
I thought they were listening. I just assumed.
No, so they manufacture. They set up these shell corporations. They buy companies. They had these things manufactured. They then like. There was a whole trail, but they got in touch with someone who was the buyer for that terrorist group. And they're like, we got a deal for you. These are they made a commercial, the new rugged radios. Yeah. These are battle hardened. They're heavy.
Ezekiel 3000s.
And they would, and they would complain like, these are heavy. And they're like, yeah, that's reliability. It's C4. It's C4 is what it is. And so for 10 years, they let those things sit in enemy hands until October 7th and everything that came after that. And then one day they pushed the button. The cell phone thing is a new thing.
This is exactly it. This is the problem though, is like, I'll see someone.
Not cell phone, beepers.
Like, you know how you're like, yeah, you don't like drama content. A lot of the stuff that Creator Clash is attached to is people that do drama content, like, but the Middle East, basically. And just talk and ramble on about things going on. And so, yes, I watch a lot of that stuff. Sometimes it's newsworthy stuff. Sometimes, whatever. But that's basically their job. That's how they make money. And, I'll see, in the middle of the Creator Clash official fundraiser, they'll be like, Hassan was like, oh, yo, the Houthis just shot down a fucking another U.S. drone, dude. That's $70 million of drones they shot, and they shot a rocket at the Israeli airport and it hit the airport. Fuck, dude, let's go. Put on one of their music videos. Official Creator Clash fundraiser, by the way. And then I'm sitting there, and I'm like, can you stop it? You live in a beautiful mansion in California. Can you stop encouraging the terrorist factions in the Middle East to attack Israel, it's not a good thing. Don't hype them up. I see them. They're on like white pickup trucks with like 50 cals, and they're fucking like, there's like 10 of them speeding, and they're like, ah! And it's like, I see that.
Right.
And people are like, hell yeah. And it's like, dude, yeah, that's one.
Cool, right?
That's but realistically, that's one bombing run. That's like, okay, it's a real-time strategy. You're at phase 1. Cool. You're sending out all your little recon things. You're like, hell yeah. They're at stage 5. Like, they have alien weaponry. Stop encouraging them to like throw themselves at it. Like, people in this country can't eat. They're recruiting soldiers that are 10 years old. Tell everyone should tell them that they should focus on themselves a little bit and backseat the death to the Jews thing. It's not even going well. And then
it's not even going well.
It's going terribly. Everyone's got to stop. They got to stop being encouraged to attack Israel. And dude, you think I want you guys to fit in the bill? No, come on. It's out of your money. They got to defend themselves and all that, and then other people are like, yeah, and then they encourage like these terrorist factions to attack Israel. And it's like, shit, dudes, don't just fucking stop. Just leave them alone. Give them that fucking, just leave them alone. Seriously. Like,
I think Trump claims the Houthi thing is over. His little press conference was so funny. He's like, talk to the Houthis. They're sorry. It was literally this. They're sorry. Very brave people to take what we put them through. I'm going to tell you, brave guys. He said this. Brave guys. And they promised no more of that shooting.
Well, you didn't mention that. You didn't tell me they promised.
You should have led with that, Kyle.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, check mark, problem solved. They promised.
Yeah. So that seems to be wrapped up. Now we just got the India-Pakistan thing, which I find fascinating because Pakistan shot down all those Rafael fighters, which, look, I love the United States military-industrial complex. It's a beautiful thing to my eyes. When the aliens come, you're gonna love that we have the American military-industrial complex and we're cranking out lasers.
We're gonna get smoked.
You're going to be happy that you did all that. You're going to be happy you did all that air defense technology testing with the Middle East and Israel. You're going to be happy about that.
When the Golden Dome goes up, absolutely. I hate the name Golden Dome. What I'm going to say though, that's what Trump. He's shooting from the hip. He's like, should I call it Golden Dome? Because we spent a lot of money on the branding already for Golden Dome.
Diamond Dome.
He had the crowd cheer. He was like Iron Dome or Golden Dome, and he had like a crowd cheer of like it was Army guys. He was at a base or something, maybe Air Force even. But what I was gonna say is I like to see that Pakistan buys their fighters from France, probably so as not to antagonize Russia and China by buying American products, and also so that if they ever do want to antagonize America, their supply chain isn't all jammed up by whatever president's in charge. But those Rafael fighters all went down the other night. They lost like five. French intelligence said 3, so that's a bad look for them.
Rafael fighter.
Rafael, yeah, it's the French made. It's the French made fighter. Their top of the line thing. It's got like laser guided bombs, a 30mm cannon. It does all the stuff that you want in a joint strike modern era fighter plane.
Except evade radar, I guess.
Except evade radar, and the Pakistanis.
How did they get God? Who shot it down?
Pakistanis with S-300s probably. Shot it down. But the Pakistanis, even when I saw them on BBC, the Pakistani defense minister, and he didn't have any like proof. And she's like, I want the proof, sir. I don't need the proof. Look on social media. And
like, is that Pakistani?
That was my best Pakistani. That's all.
The videos are all over Twitter.
Now do Indian.
It is the same.
I want to hear it. Do an Indian and a Pakistani guy speaking to each other.
I am going to fuck you up so bad. You will bloody not do that to me, you fuck. You shit fuck.
Put a little more cashmere on it. A little more cashmere.
I don't know what that means.
Pretend you
Put a little more spice on it.
Bro, how can she slap in there?
How can you slap my Rafael fighters out of the air?
if their air defenses will
I will fuck you bloody, you fucking cocksuck. I feel like that's how
air defenses should be called. How can she slap?
How can she slap?
Rockets in the air.
Yeah. So I think Russia is a big provider to India of military equipment, right?
Us and Russia. India is Modi has is a great leader, clearly, because he's managed to thread the needle and be friends with the entire world somehow and keep his billion population country continuously like moving forward. But their GDP is good. Their birth rate is crazy. If they ever stop shitting in the streets, we're going to be in trouble.
I
if they discover mop technology.
I saw a sentiment online, a bunch of people that were like, India and Pakistan? I don't know shit about India and Pakistan. Which one likes Israel? Okay, I hate them and want them all to die.
Yep. What? Let me fix my Twitter bio. Get this Pakistani flag in there.
Yeah. Does India like Israel at all?
Yeah, India likes
They love
Israel.
it, bro, more than you.
Well, yeah.
It's not hard to do.
More than me. Yeah.
Yeah, India likes
I didn't know
Israel.
India had an affinity for Israel.
Mhm.
I know Pakistan doesn't.
Would you rather live in Indriel or Iznia?
Ooh.
I'm going to Iznia. That sounds like a rapper.
Iznia?
Oh, I was gonna say you got to go to Iznia, Taylor, because it sounds like it's Lord of the Rings.
That does. Is that would that be like a
No,
country with
Indriel does too.
1.5
Actually,
billion
Indriel.
Jews?
Indriel
Indriel
sounds like a guy that lives in Iznia in Lord of the Rings.
He's a craftsman.
Yeah, I mean, India does seem like it's pretty impressive that they can swing getting a bunch of military stuff from us and Russia.
Yeah,
and I think the reason they like Israel so much is because India as a whole does not like Muslims because they're a Hindu country.
Both countries
so,
have a very
they've
diverse